Imagine a city greater than any ever built. A kingdom with glittering temples, streets paved with gold, and a civilization so advanced that it harnessed mysterious powers of the sea. And then, in a single catastrophic night, it vanished beneath the waves. This is the legend of Atlantis, the lost city. But was it real? Or is it just one of history's greatest myths? Tonight we dive deep into the ocean of history, science, and imagination to uncover the secrets of Atlantis. The first and most detailed account of Atlantis comes from the ancient Greek philosopher Plato, more than 2,300 years ago. In his dialogues Timaeus and Critias, written around 360 BC, Plato describes a mighty empire called Atlantis. Atlantis was said to be larger than Libya and Asia combined. It lay beyond the Pillars of Hercules, which we now call the Strait of Gibraltar.
Its capital was built in concentric rings of land and water, with canals connecting to the sea. Towers, temples, and walls glistened with precious metals like orichalcum, a mysterious reddish-gold alloy mentioned by Plato. At its center stood a magnificent temple dedicated to Poseidon, the god of the sea. Plato tells us that Atlantis was a powerful empire that ruled over many islands and stretched deep into Europe and Africa. But its pride and corruption angered the gods. And so, in a single day and night of catastrophe, Atlantis sank into the ocean, never to be seen again. Many believe Plato invented the story as an allegory to teach lessons about pride, corruption, and the fall of civilizations. But others argue the level of detail was too specific to be pure imagination. For centuries, scholars, explorers, and dreamers have debated whether Atlantis was real. Countless theories have emerged. Atlantis as a pure myth. Many historians say Atlantis never existed. Plato often used stories as metaphors in his teaching. To them, Atlantis was simply a warning. Great empires that grow arrogant will eventually collapse. Atlantis as a real civilization. Others argue that Plato's story may be based on real events, perhaps a memory of a great city destroyed by natural disaster. Some suggest it was inspired by the Minoan civilization on the island of Crete, which thrived around 1600 BC but was devastated by a volcanic eruption on nearby Santorini. Others point to lost coastal cities swallowed by rising seas after the Ice Age. Possible locations of Atlantis. Over the years, Atlantis has been discovered everywhere, on maps, in books, and in the imagination of explorers. The Mediterranean, Santorini, Crete, Malta, even Antarctica under miles of ice. Every theory sparks debate, but none has been proven. Despite the lack of proof, explorers continue searching. The ocean, after all, covers more than 70% of Earth, and we've explored less than 10% of it. The Bimini Road, Bahamas. In 1968, divers off the coast of the Bahamas discovered a strange formation of giant stone blocks under the sea, forming what looked like a road. Some believe this is evidence of Atlantis.
Scientists, however, argue it's a natural limestone formation. Yonaguni Monument, Japan. In 1986, divers found a massive structure near Yonaguni Island. Steps, terraces, and what appeared to be carvings. Was this an ancient underwater city? Or simply a natural rock formation? Debate continues. Advanced sonar in satellite imaging.
Debate continues.
With new technology, researchers are scanning the ocean floor like never before. Strange, city-like structures appear on maps. Sometimes they vanish after further study, explained as glitches. But they keep the mystery alive. One reason Atlantis fascinates us is the idea that it may have been far ahead of its time. Plato describes Atlanteans as masters of engineering, with incredible architecture, irrigation, and naval power. Modern writers imagine cities powered by crystal energy, machines that drew energy from the Earth's magnetic fields, knowledge of astronomy, mathematics, and medicine beyond their age. Some even connect Atlantis to myths of other ancient advanced cultures like Lemuria or even alien civilizations. Is it possible Atlantis was not only real, but also more advanced than we are today? Now, let us step into imagination. Close your eyes. Picture the ocean floor. Suddenly, out of the darkness, massive pillars rise, covered with glowing corals. Streets of marble stretch across the seabed, lined with statues of forgotten kings. Crystal towers reach toward the surface, glowing with a mysterious blue light. Giant domes protect living spaces filled with oxygen. Atlanteans walk freely under the sea, their technology merging with the natural world. This is what Atlantis could look like if it survived. A civilization blending science, magic, and harmony with nature. With modern AI, we can bring these visions to life and perhaps glimpse what humanity itself could one day build. So why does the story of Atlantis still capture our imagination after 2,000 years? Because it asks the most timeless questions. How much of human history have we forgotten? Could there have been great civilizations before our own, lost to time and disaster? And most importantly, could the same fate happen to us? Atlantis is not just about a city. It is a mirror reflecting humanity's greatest hopes and greatest fears. Atlantis may never be found. It may be a myth. Or it may lie hidden, waiting for technology to uncover its ruins. But one thing is certain. The legend of Atlantis continues to inspire explorers, scientists, writers, and dreamers across the world. Perhaps one day, deep under the waves, we will finally discover the truth. Until then, Atlantis remains the greatest mystery of the sea. If you enjoyed this journey into the depths of Atlantis City dissolving into mist, transforming into glowing symbols of hope, fear, and human imagination, surreal and artistic style, history and mystery, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Mystery and Future AI. Because in our next episode, we'll dive into another unsolved enigma that will challenge the way you see the world. Stay curious, stay inspired, and never stop searching for the truth.
Where you can direct a voice, create realistic dialogue, and so much more. Edit these placeholders to get started.